today. The Delhi government has announced the results of the biggest sero survey in Delhi. It's had 28,000 samples. What is a sero survey specific to COVID? It's an effort to try and find out how far the COVID illness, the virus actually reached the population of Delhi. 28,000 is a reasonably robust number. And here's what it throws up. Women have a higher seroprevalence than men. In other words, there have been more women who have actually contracted COVID in Delhi than men. In Delhi, Southeast Delhi reported a maximum 62.18% seroprevalence. In other words, 62.18% of all people whose blood was tested showed that they had antibodies, I beg your pardon, for the COVID virus. The Delhi government says, let's not say we have hit herd immunity. We'll talk about that in a bit. But the numbers are good, under 200 daily cases. The government says it seems like community transmission if 56% are infected. Finally, they say, yes, it is community transmission. But they're also saying that if people have gotten it and have gotten better, then antibodies have developed and the overall situation is better. In fact, statistically, it is. The government says the centre will comment more on community transmission later on. Community transmission were bad words a few months back, but now it appears that we can talk about it in the context of everybody having gotten it and therefore people by and large getting better. Saurabh Bhardwaj, the MLA and chief spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party with us. Also Dr. S.K. Sareen, he's on the Delhi government's panel on COVID-19. Dr. Sareen, let me come to you first. Herd immunity, the WHO says, is 60% and above. Do you believe we are actually headed there?
Well, as of the data from the sero survey, it appears that 1 in 2 in Delhi definitely has been exposed. And this is in a way good news and a bad news. Bad news is that yes, they were exposed. But the good news is, yes, Vishnu, we are in a way safe. We have some antibody levels. So, and the fact that, I'll just give you a little more detail on this, that these surveys, the government thought of doing it at the Institute for Liver and Biliary Sciences, where about all these 28,000 samples were come. How do you say positive or negative? Positive means you have antibodies. Good antibodies means you are more than 5 times the control level of antibodies. So if you have more than 5 times control level of antibodies, it means that you have neutralizing antibodies. So between the sample and the control, as control is negative, your sample is 5 times. I'm just repeating it because of the 28,000, 25% means 1/4 had good neutralizing antibodies. So 1 in 4 in Delhi had antibodies which were fairly strong. The remaining 1/4 had antibodies, but you can't say they are very strong. And the others were negative. So if you truly say those who have got good, positive, strong antibodies, it is 1 in 4. Slightly more, as always, females 1 over the males.
Dr. Sareen, this is all fascinating. I think both Saurabh and I are learning a lot over here. But Dr. Sareen, does this mean that those who don't have the strongest antibodies are still vulnerable to COVID?
Yes, there is no doubt about it.
Firstly, so they can still get COVID, right?
Yes, they can get COVID. What we would ideally should do is those who got the survey in July, August or September, if we see them now and those who were positive, are they still maintaining antibodies? There is good data now. Some people can maintain for 6 months or even longer period of time. So I am actually convinced that the antibodies at least would stay for 6 months. And that is the longest data we have also for the vaccines that we have. Now the major question people can ask is, look, I have antibodies. Why should I get a jab? I don't think that's a great approach because you can't, go on.
We don't know how long the immunity is going to last besides anything else.
Yeah, how long it will last. And you can't test everybody for antibodies and then give, oh, you're not having it, so I give you a jab.
Okay.
So that is not a correct approach. In pandemics, please, all of the people, whether they are frontline workers or they are healthcare workers, do not ask this question. I have antibodies. I have therefore should not get a vaccine. I don't think that's a good approach.
Okay. I take your point, Doctor. Running short on time. Saurabh, in a city of what, 18 million plus, these are statistics. The last census was several, these are assumed statistics, but it comes from a government source. This Sero survey means that 9 million people in Delhi have had COVID in some form. Asymptomatic, sure, a large number of them. But isn't this astounding that the spread of this killer disease has affected 9 million people, way more than what anybody expected?
Yes, Vishnu, if you look at the statistics, Delhi has been testing highest number of people per day, and looking into the population density of Delhi, we are at the highest in India. And if you look at our previous Sero surveys, at some time it was 23% people having antibodies, then it came to 29%, and now we are doing it, so it is around 56%. So basically it is as per the trends, because this is something which happened after we had a spike in November, December. So it basically matches the pattern, and obviously we have tested 6 lakh, over 6 lakhs people have been tested by us as positive, but as per this survey, it is almost half the population, which can be called, almost 90 lakh people. And I think it's a very good news for us, and it's a very positive news for us that Delhi has been able to handle so many people, so many positive people. And I heard it, because I'm nobody as knowledgeable as Dr. Sareen, but what I know as a layman is that, usually after 4 months of your antibodies, you don't test positive for the antibodies as well. So I believe probably the number of people who contracted coronavirus, symptomatic or asymptomatic, and got cured is far more than this.
Sure.
Probably, it could be 70%. So I believe that, but we are very sensitive to using words like, herd immunity and community spread, because central government is very touchy that nobody can use the term.
No, in fact, let's be careful about that, because the message is herd or no herd, we still have to be using these masks.
So what Dr. Sareen is saying is the crux is that we should get the vaccine, and we should not let our guard down. We should still keep using our mask, and we should still use sanitizers. We should still have social distancing. We are good, and I think things are improving. It's a good news in 2021, but let's be careful.
I'd like to thank both of you very much for joining us. I'm completely out of time. Would love to have continued this discussion. Need to take a short break. Sanket up next in the next few moments.